Hello everyone, it's me, Demented Ghastly here with another Total Drama video. So, today we're doing another what if, because I decided I would be nice and I'd give you guys two what ifs, or technically I would, probably not the same day, these definitely won't come out the same day, but I would record two, so you guys got a little bit of an extra treat in the future. So, essentially, this one is What If Lindsay Didn't Vote for Herself by Doffy editor Falido 1. Yes, that name. DOFFYEDITOR FALIDO 1. Yes, whatever that means. You, I know you're watching. I know you're watching. Anyway, so before we get into this, make sure to like and subscribe. I was guessing that this person meant action and not all-stars. So we're gonna be doing action. And thank you for liking and subscribing and hitting that notification bell. You know, we gotta make it up there in subscribers. Anyway, so we have Rock and Rule. So for Rock and Roll, the person who was low in this challenge is Duncan, which means that if Lindsay actually had her chance, they would be voting for Duncan. And the only people who really, because we know that like Harold and Owen voted for Courtney, and probably Duncan and Courtney voted for Lindsay. Or, no. Yeah, Courtney and Lindsay voted for... Okay, so Duncan, Owen, and Harold all voted for Courtney. Courtney voted for Lindsay. Beth voted for Courtney. Beth voted for Duncan. And Lindsay was supposed to vote for Duncan, but voted herself instead, if I remember correctly. I'm just checking. With Owen vote... Okay, Harold voted for Duncan. Owen nobly voting for Courtney and Harold for Duncan. Okay, Harold, however, agrees with Lindsay and Beth and agrees to vote off Duncan. So, these are the people who were voting off Duncan. Courtney voted for Lindsay. Duncan might have voted for Lindsay. Owen voted for Courtney. So wait, Okay, so... Okay, so it's basically Lindsay's shot, which means that in this case, she would vote for Duncan, which would make him... Yeah, okay, I get it now. Anyway, this makes a more interesting version of Crouching Courtney, Hidden Owen, because now we have these guys. So you may be wondering, what does this mean for these? Well, we're going to have Harold train Lindsay, and Courtney train Beth. Now you may be wondering, why did you have that? Why not like Beth training Lindsay or something like that? Well, we need to have Harold and Lindsay interactions and more Beth Courtney interactions. We've been missing those for a fair amount of the season, I'm gonna be honest. So now we have, let's see, who gets eliminated in Crouching Courtney, Hidden Owen? No one does. Okay, so we move on to 2008 Space Owen. So, Harold would usually get eliminated here, but we don't have really Duncan to try and eliminate him. Beth earns invincibility in this one, which means that they finally get rid of Courtney in this one. And in this, we kind of have Owen and Harold versus Lindsay and Beth. But in this case, they make it so that Harold actually wins immunity, and they get rid of Beth here. Because Lindsay and Beth end up disagreeing and they vote for the wrong people. And I think that would be very... Or they don't disagree, they kind of mess up on who they're saying that they're voting for. And so they both look at each other smiling knowingly, and Lindsay presses the wrong button. But not in the way that you'd think. Also, Harold is extremely grossed out by the fact that Beth tried to kiss him, which is why he's like, ew, 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 get me out of here. And Owen's just like living for the drama here. So Owen gets out too, because screw Owen, I guess. You're fired. And then we have Harold and Lindsay on Mutiny on the soundstage. Now, you may be thinking, but Demanda Ghastly, you're wrong about some of this. No. I'm never wrong. In fact, I am always right. I am the anime protagonist here, and that means whatever I say goes. So, this is canon now. This is canon. Besides, Beth shouldn't have won this friggin' show anyway. Dude, it's... The two choices that they made were both so horrible. I mean, Beth had her, like, great moment in the beginning of this season, and in a small portion of last season. She didn't, like, change it all, she just got worse, if anything. She became, like, a worse person. And then you had her win. And how about Duncan? He bullied Harold the entire season. Did they want to show that the bully wins? What the frick is wrong with you guys? Anyway, those are just my opinions, though, for that one. So, make sure to like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. I've already said that, probably. Make sure to go outside, compliment someone's hair, and make the world a little bit of a better place. I'm watching you. Bye!